Savings Gumball, where I want to help you guys and girls learn how to build a business so that you can be your own boss, so that you can take your life to another level, where you don't have to depend on someone else to give you a schedule, give you a uniform, and give you hours. You want to work your hours. You want to work as many hours as you want. You don't want to be limited by overtime. Oh, we can't give you any more hours because then we'd have to pay you overtime. So what you want to do is you want to find locations for your vending machines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about how to find some really good locations. And these are sneaky little ways to get inside of places that you may not get into otherwise. One of the ways that I have found to put a vending machine in a location is, now let me tell you this. This is going to be something that is going to be a little bit, can I say underhanded? Can I say a little bit shady? A little bit sneaky, okay? There is a risk involved, and in this business, you know that your machines are in the public space, by a front door, in a restaurant, or in a cafeteria or something, and people can grab your machine and walk out with it. I've had, in my lifetime, I've probably had 30 machines stolen, okay? And what I'm going to share with you in this video is something that's going to be a little bit sneaky. But there is a risk involved, and the risk is that you could lose a machine. But it is worth the risk. You go by car dealerships all the time. Whatever city you're living in, you go by dealerships, car dealerships, big ones and small ones and mom and pop ones. But when you see these very big businesses that have 1,000 vehicles in front and they're wanting to sell their cars, you know what? Think about that as a gold mine, because you know what? If you could get a vending machine in that location, you could do very well. But how do you get a vending machine in that location? Well, you could walk in and talk to the first salesman, and he would say, I don't know. Talk to my boss, Joe, and you go talk to Joe, and Joe says, I don't know. Go talk to my boss, Frank, and Frank says, I don't know. And you keep getting the runaround until finally someone says, no, don't worry about it. But what you can do is you can walk in, and this is what I've done. I take out my cell phone and I start. When you pull up to the location, you know as soon as you get out of the car that you're in, a salesman's going to come running over and they're going to ask you, can I help you? Because they want to make a sale. Because if they make a sale, they make a commission. And what I do is I don't want to talk to anybody. What I'm doing is I'm scouting the location. I pull out my cell phone. I turn off the volume, because what you're going to do is you're going to pretend you're talking to somebody. You make up some fake conversation. Yeah. Oh, no. 24. Yeah, you know, it's 24, and then no, she wanted 14. You know, you just make up something. When you're on your phone, they're not going to bother you. And if they come up and ask you if you're all right or if you need anything, just do, hold on one second, just say, excuse me one second. Go back to your important phone call. They'll leave you alone. And what you're doing is you're looking around the store. You're looking around. Keep your phone on your ear while you look around. And what you're doing is you're looking for the locations where they have the little gumball machines, where they have the vending machines, the coffee pot and all that. If you see that there's a little gumball machine there, in fact, if you see two gumball machines and they're different, they're not identical, and if you see there's two phone numbers on there, you can tell there's probably two different people that take care of those machines. Now this is the sneaky part. This is where I told you it's a sneaky thing that you might want to do. And I've done this. You bring a machine in and you stick it in place. But you gotta sneak it in quick, and then you gotta book. Don't run out the door like you're on fire, but just, you know, sneak it in, place it, turn around and walk out. And try not to talk to anybody. Now what'll happen is the person that's servicing those vending machines, those two guys that are servicing those vending machines, the one guy, he'll think it's the other guy's machine. The other guy will think it's the other guy's machine, so they're not going to ask any questions. And the people that own the store, the people that own the car dealership, they're not going to ask any questions because there's already two machines there. So a lot of times you can just sneak a machine in, service it. A month later, when you come back and service it, if they don't want it there, they're going to say, guy, can you take this machine out? We've got enough here. Please take this machine out here. Say, no problem. and take it out. In a month, when you come back and service it, if there's no complaints, if there's no one complaining at all about it, guess what? They've adopted it. In their heart, they've adopted that machine, and they enjoy that machine. They like that machine. So that's one way you can get inside of locations, big locations. Walmart. You can get into Walmart that way. So you got to find a machine that's already there. Now, if there's 5 or 6 machines, don't add one more. It's just going to, it's too much. Too many chefs ruin the stew, as they say. So if you see 2 machines, plop one in place and see what happens. If you see 2 machines in place, bring in a little one-headed gumball machine and just stick it right there and see what happens. If no one else is doing gumballs, and just see what happens. Now, if they like it and you come back and nobody's complaining, and you come back month after month, take that one-headed gumball machine and make it a 2-headed gumball machine. What you're doing is you're growing your business little by little. You're trying to squeeze yourself in, right? You're trying to wedge the other guys over and maybe out if you can. So that's kind of sneaky, it's kind of tricky, and it's risky. I've done this before, and I've come back a month later and my machine is gone. And I don't want to ask any questions because I snuck it in there. I did something I felt was wrong. I snuck it in there without permission. And when I come back and service it, my machine is gone. So, like I said, sometimes doing it this way can make it where you lose a machine. So be willing to risk for that reward. Anyway, I hope these videos have helped you with your business. I hope this helps you grow your business. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please give us a thumbs up and give us some feedback. Love to hear your feedback. Hope you have a good evening, and we will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.